Alright, we're nearing the end now, day 5 in Tokyo, and the safety net is now well and truly away, as this would be my first fully solo day to explore, and I'd be kicking it off with a stroll through Ueno Park. Look, I've loved pretty much every second of this trip so far, but I've also had work friends to meet up with most evenings for dinner and drinks, but that wouldn't be the case for these last 2 days. Anyway, so what about this park, eh? Ueno Park was opened in 1873 and was one of the country's first public parks. The park is one of Tokyo's most popular cherry blossom spots, featuring more than 1,000 cherry trees lining its central pathway. Of course, this was filmed in October, so don't expect to see any of that. But hey, you know me, I do love a shrine. The Ueno Toshogo is a Shinto shrine which was built and dedicated in 1627 to the memory of Tokugawa Ieyasu, the founder of the Tokugawa shogunate, who unified all the feudal dominions of Japan. Beyond shrines, the park also houses several museums, including the Tokyo Metropolitan Art Museum, Tokyo National Museum, Western Art Museum, and the National Science Museum. There's even Japan's oldest zoo. There's also one more impressive sight to behold here, one of Japan's great Buddhas. Ueno Daibutsu, or the Great Buddha of Ueno, was originally built in 1631. However, after a number of earthquakes, a large portion of the bulk was melted while its face was put on display in its current location. There is so much to see and do in Ueno Park that a full day, let alone a single morning, is hardly enough, but I gave it a good go. Still, there's no slowing down because this trip is getting closer and closer to its inevitable conclusion. Oh yeah, we are so back! Yamashiroya Toy Store in Taito City sits right across the street from Ueno Station, a stone's throw away from the park itself, and is 6 stories of awesomeness. Each floor is broken up into themed sections, and there is something for everybody here. Assuming everybody is like me, that is. Kaiju, anime, tokusatsu, and more, even Western properties have a strong presence in this shop. This is honestly one dangerous place. I'm sort of happy that I bought some of the biggest items at the start of this trip because I'm certainly holding back here. Across the street I go to catch a train towards Ginza for another tick on the culinary checklist. Kura Sushi is another chain restaurant, but this one happens to be one of the most famous conveyor belt sushi spots around. Another global export, Kura has over 540 locations in Japan alone to go along with 50 plus stores in Taiwan and 60 plus stores in the USA. And yes, there is much better sushi to eat in Japan, but I'm not looking for a Michelin star experience. I want an authentic slice of daily Japanese life. I want convenient, cheap food, which also just so happens to be pretty damn tasty. And Kura delivers. Literally. Whatever I order at the touchscreen at the table comes to me on the belt when it's ready. Though I probably wouldn't suggest the squid tentacles. Unlike Ichiran, I imagine this is best experienced with a group, but even as a solo flyer, I've got no complaints.
The wheel was right.
I mean, I can even get coffee via the conveyor belt.
What's that thing of everybody?
After lunch, I decided to walk off some of that rice weight and head back to drop off bags, recharge batteries, and get ready for the evening. You know what? There's been a shrine right around the corner from my hotel this whole time that I've yet to check out. So let's change that. Another Shinto shrine, the Hiei Jinja houses one national treasure, a tachi, and also 14 important cultural assets. It's also one of the most popular for Japanese families to visit during the Chichigo-san Coming of Age Festival. It still amazes me to find a place like this surrounded by this concrete jungle. Tranquility amongst the chaos.
Friday night in Tokyo, and I'm going to a concert at the Showa Women's University Hitomi Memorial Hall that I'm very excited about. It's been a great build-up to this. Junko Yagami, you know, luckily for me, she's still touring, 66 years old. But still seems like she puts on a great show. We'll probably call it an early night tonight with it being Friday, so once the show's over, I'm probably just going to come straight back to the hotel room and try to get to bed early to wake up pretty early tomorrow to make the most of my final day in Tokyo. And it makes me sad to say that out loud. And hopefully it's all going to end with a bang. What's that mean? I don't know. We'll find out together. Anyway, goodbye.
What a show. These ladies are still bringing the heat, and if you ever wanted to just enjoy some good music, then I'd suggest giving Junko Yagami a little search on your music service of choice. As for me, I need to get some sleep.
Yeah, great tunes. Heading back, stopping at Family Mart, gonna get a snack, gonna get a drink, and see you tomorrow for the final day in Tokyo.